good also when I grow up. So I listen so carefully. First, education, become a lifelong student of God. The reason we get here is because we want to learn. We must for life. Control. Understand and maintain control over your practice. And also in this different discipline, also very percent we put together because of Asia. Our cases are so difficult. We have so many interdisciplinary cases that America has never had that kind of experience. So difficult, so common. So in this, you are called to enhance the patient care. Focus. Your focus on different aspects of your life will change throughout your life, which is right. Finally, then try to maintain a balance between your personal life, practice, family life, and professional activity. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to take this one. It's so important. Because from the moment I realized how important this style was, I take a photo and then I stick this style until and you can find these 5 keys in this book. Page 570. You want this book? Me? Here, okay. Do you want it? Let me first. Did you find I only give to lady, no more, because I have sexual discrimination. Okay, classroom. Before I get into classroom, I want to give you how I get an idea to treat classroom. I was so lucky. When I started, the first year I started my residency, Dr. Jolene was the one inspiring me. I listened to his lecture, and I was stunned, surprised. He is such a good speaker. He inspires so many people in Taiwan and around the world. He is very famous. How many people heard about Jolene? Raise your hand. He's very famous. Only 10? Okay. How many people have heard about Chris Chen? Everybody. Again, then I'm more famous than. Can you tell Jolene? Okay. So I start with my orthodontic training with Dr. Jolene, and he is an excellent teacher. And later on, 5 years later, I went to the United States. I spent the other 5 years with Dr. Jim Walker to learn the mechanics. Also, Jim Walker is excellent in biomechanics. So I learned a lot. In 2008, with the help of Sandra Diver, I be able to know to write them in person. And I also learn a lot from Dr. David. And if you look at this photo carefully, you'll be able to see this is on the airplane from Orlando back to Los Angeles. And we were in the same plane and in the same row. And I was so lucky. And we both like the window seat, so we sit. As soon as I recognize, where are you sitting? I told my wife, I want to move to, I want to shake hands with her. And his wife also is, you want to move to? So we talked over 5 hours. He will not fly. My wife was so surprised as Dr. Damon's wife. How can 2 boys talk 5 hours non-stop? You know, I was so lucky. I learned that 5 hours. I I learned a lot from that. So real professional in class 3, take a photo, please. So let's go back to class 3. First, if class 3 debug, the first choice will be not because if debug class 3, you want to check the result will be terrible. It's so difficult to finish. So, for example, can you imagine this scale of class 3 with interior crossbar and debug at the end? That's amazing result. And look at the roots of Cairo incisor. Imagine if you take premolar out, the result will be terrible. Because when you started, the lower incisor already reached. Once you take premolar out, when you close, the ridge line will get even worse. That's why in which lower incisor class do not perform extraction option. Oh, but not this one. Sweetie, key number 1, treatment copy and growth velocity. When this patient comes to my office, he was only 10 years old. So for the baby, for the girl, the baby will grow their peak at the age of 12. So if you start the treatment right here, you are playing the game with the child. If you play the game with the child, you lose most of the time. So if you find this case has the potential to grow their baby, not every case has the potential to grow each baby. If you find this case has the potential, has the possibility, you wait. That's why in this case, when the patient comes in at the age of 9, we take a record. 11, we take a record. 13, we take a record. And I think this case is reached the peak of mandible growth. So after the peak of mandible growth, which is 15, we consider it is appropriate time to start the treatment. That's from 9, 11, 13 to 15. So from 13 to 15, it becomes stable for mandible. So take a record and study from the record will help you to understand the growth and development. Very important. You don't have to start your treatment when the patient walks in. In Taiwan, we have a very famous speaker. People ask him, what would be the best time to start the case? And his answer was when the patient walks in. When the patient walks in, yeah, when the patient walks in, that means they want the treatment, so you give the treatment, so you earn the money to feed the family. What's wrong with that? No, for class 3, that will not be the right answer. You take a record, take a record, take a record, and wait. This case, start with class 1 motor. At the age of 50, become 8 millimeter buccal experience. Huge mandible growth. Huge. The AMD angle is minus 6.4. As shown in this psychometric analysis, 9 years old is only negative 0.5. And 6 years later is 6.4 negative. And look at the lower incisor is richer. The mandible grows a lot. The reason why you know the mandible grows a lot is because this superimposition you should right here. You superimpose in the internal synthesis. And you have the intersection between ascending random and spin normal. So that difference tells you how much this mandible grows. It's huge. So back to 9 years old, if you start with this case, it will be a disaster. That's why diagnosis and treatment plan is very important for every doctor. You should spend most of your time to understand how the mandible grows. And with that, let me introduce one of the most important diagnosis tools in classroom, which is Dr. John Lee 3-ring diagnosis for classroom treatment. He invented this 3-ring 29 years ago. 1996 was the time he went to AAO, which is in Denver, Colorado, and he presented his 3-ring. That was incredible. 29 years ago. But 29 years ago, he already had the genius about how to diagnose a classroom. But today, when you travel around the world, you listen to those classroom experts. A lot of experts, they are making wrong diagnosis and wrong treatment plan. What kind of wrong diagnosis? Before the treatment, they will show you a picture. Severe classroom. And after the treatment, they will show you a picture. Very good. Well, before the treatment is like this, of course it's classroom. After the treatment. So you only look at the photo and the scene. You understand? Those speakers are so amazing. How can I pass on? And it's quite often you will see those same. They even line up with pre and post. So, what is 3-ring? You look at the profile, you look at the model classification, and you look at whether the patient has functional shift. If the patient has got a functional shift, C or CR are different. And the profile you're supposed to focus on is CR. If the CR profile is straight, CO profile is terrible. That case is good to treat. So let me just give you an idea. We have the CO profile and CR profile. CR profile look pretty good, pretty okay, but CO profile is there. So in this case, we have the CO profile in the photo and CO profile in the set. In the set, CO profile is minus 6.4, but in CR set is only negative 1.5. Negative 1.5 is okay. But if the CR profile is 6.4, it's not okay. So based on the CR profile and CO profile experience, this patient has a functional shift. If the patient has a functional shift, most likely they are easy case. You can consider to non-surgical approach. So based on this iteration and non-iteration modality, I decided straight profile, device, flat, and ritual time low incisive, no crown. So this case, we do non-iteration. And no OTS, no screw. No OTS and no screw, yeah. Just classroom mechanics with classroom elastic, bi-turbo, and top control. So the first thing we want to do is we have classroom elastic with anterior bi-turbo. So it's a flowable machine. What will be the best time to put this flowable machine? After you line up the keys. But if you are putting early, do not bang the door. The door, no breaking, just bi-turbo. If you already put a bracket on the door, you wait until they line up. If you don't line up the keys, you just put a biter. The wire will line up the keys, but the biter will restrain the tooth movement. And the end result will be your wire will break 100% because the internal strength. And you also can attach this thumb plate, elastic and intervital. Wow. Just 5 minutes. Can you imagine just 9 months? And 2 years later, we are using this mechanical 2 years, and they will create a moment. And this moment will frame upward with the kind of door. So what kind of torque is left? The door will use upward, we use more to compensate the side. And that's the end. So what we do, we just choose the top, progress the one, biteable and classroom elastic. At the end, 8 millimeter backward discrepancy, we be able to get this result. Damon Optimum can provide much better control. And I was so surprised. At the end, we be able to get this result. Even though we have extensive classroom, we only lost 92 in the low disaster, which is pretty rare in Devon. In Devon, you probably lost 15 or 20 degrees. Because the side effects of classroom temperature for this case are very expensive. That's why we get this side effect. But all things considered is the reasonable side effect. Reason why? Because we use the optimal. The optimal is much better for control. So I consider this is inevitable difficulty in this classroom enough. I really like it. Oh, at the end, look at the view. Oh, I love it. Smile. No OTS, no school. The only word I can tell you is wow. W-O-W. W-O-W means wow. Also means word of wisdom. Who want to grow your IQ? Raise your hand. Grow IQ. Oh, good. Okay. Okay. 2013, I was here in Vietnam to give a lecture. The lecture was organized by a group from Peru. And they came to Vietnam. They wanted me to give a lecture here. I said, you are in Peru. Peru is in Russia. So I came here, and when I was giving lecture it's in Ho Chi Minh City. Back home in my backyard, my friend helped me to organize my backyard and turn my backyard into a golf course in only 5 days when I was in Ho Chi Minh City. So when I decided to give a lecture here 2 years later, I find this video to show you. Last time when I was in Vietnam, my house, my friend was making this golf course. And it only took 5 days. When I returned, my golf course was ready. So now I can practice my golf. Why is it important to practice your golf game at home? Because I save my time. That increase my work-life balance. You always need to find that work-life balance. Work-life balance is very difficult. Oh, I also like to have this called fish. So with this work-life balance, you can increase your mental IQ. Mental IQ is important. Your reading IQ, mental IQ, and financial IQ in one book. Who want to increase? You want to increase? So, I give you the other. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Hai lần là
Also, my parents also like my fish. So that's how I spend my time after work. My daily work is I wake up at 5:30. I do all the school exercise and I take a nap. I take a nap every day since I was kindergarten. And I start my work 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I finish my work 8 o'clock. So I only work 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. So 1 week I work 25 hours. Yeah, that's it. I take Thursday and Sunday off. And the rest of the time, I was practicing my golf game in my backyard. Because my friend helped me to do this. And my bird always around me because I love my bird. My bird is much better than my daughter. My daughter is not listening to me, but my bird always listens. So that's mental IQ is important. What happened? Look at my daughter, the journey. The journey is the one you're supposed to listen. If you have any ultimate question, ask Jenny. Ask Jenny. Jenny was practicing her golf game. She want to beat me in 2 years. I say no chance because I practice every day. So people will question, hey Chris, I don't have a land to build my golf game. How can I do? If you don't have a land to build your golf course, don't worry. My solution is buy land because they are not making it anymore. Buy land. You don't have land? Buy land. You don't have Ultima? Buy Ultima from Ultima. That's easy. One more accidental journey. When I was young, I loved art. I still love art. I appreciate artists. One of the artists that I appreciate most is Picasso. Picasso used to say the meaning of life is to find your gift, but the purpose of life is to give it away. So you need to find your gift. Your gift is the best of you. If you are very good at sport, you do the sport, but you need it. Once you become successful, you give back to the society. But, so with that, I want to tell you a story that moved me a lot about the gift. Here is the first philosopher in the world who do the histology about tooth movement. Back to 1925. He is a student of Dr. Engel, practiced in Vienna, Austria. So Dr. Engel wanted him to make a slide to look at the tooth movement in the human being. How can you look at histology in human being? Easy. The way he did was, if you want to take out the premolar, you move the premolar around, and then if you want to take it out, when you take it out, you cut a piece of bone. And he did this section. He spent over 10 years to do this study. By the time he finished this work, he was in Australia and he was Jewish. Hitler, Adolf Hitler, wanted to kill Jewish in Vienna. So the night that other hero want to catch this general called being open. His friend now to run away. And the day, the night, he scared. He carried this slide, climb over the mountain to reach the sweep. And from sweep, he moved to United States. So when he moved to United